little sloppy.
Huh?
It's a little sloppy. No, I don't. And
What?
if this looks alright to you, then someone's trying to
Well, I just thought you looked basic, you know.
yeah,
but don't
that's the
judge me.
problem. I'm coming from work, and how? Never mind.
Well, how was work?
It was fine.
That's good. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Michel'le. We are back with a new video for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. Please make sure you start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button, which is located right below this video. And if you're watching for the first time, please make sure that you click that subscribe button. Also, please make sure that you share our videos on Facebook and Twitter. And there is a share button right beneath our video where you can share our video to Twitter and Facebook. So please make sure you do that. As you guys know, Michel'le and I have really, we've been doing other things and we haven't had a chance to give you guys a gossip video, but there is a lot of topics to discuss. And before I talk about that, just want to let you guys know that the Scorpion Show Barbecue is August 17th, which is in 2 weeks. It will be held in Philly. The link is inside the more info box for all the information that you will need. And then when we come back with the new video, we'll give you more details on the barbecue, because I feel like my back is against the wall right now. I really do, because I really haven't had time to plan out everything, but I will get to that starting this weekend. And also, please make sure that you like the Scorpion Show Facebook page. We need you guys to like that page. We just hit over 10,000 likes. If you don't like the Scorpion Show Facebook page, I'm going to need you to do
everything by yourself.
What you mean?
He was Mr. Oh, I know, I got this.
No, I'm not trying to do it by myself. I just haven't had time to get around to discussing the barbecue.
Well, what do you want? What do you need help? You have all these people that are trying to help.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it on video. I'm not saying I don't want nobody help. I'm fine with that. We just haven't had time to discuss it. Nobody. Me, my niece, my sister, Albert, nobody. I haven't had time. Even you, I haven't had time to talk to nobody about it. So I'm not just planning it by myself.
Well, we know that because we have help.
Yes.
We have a lot of help.
Yes.
Thank God for the help.
Amen.
All we need is Viola Davis and Octavia Spencer. We'll be moving.
Yes. So we're gonna start with. No, I did not delete all of them. First of all,
when that happens.
yes.
Does your notes ever delete by themselves without you deleting them? Like, have you ever gone back to your notes and you can't find something because of deleted?
Because I say mine, they all go to iCloud. So even if I go on my...
That probably is what happened. Because you know what? Sorry to cut you off. Well, like I said, I restored my phone. And all my notes did come back. Because I guess that's...
Yeah, as soon as it connects to iCloud, everything comes back.
That should have been like that for pictures and stuff too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Are your pictures on PhotoStream?
I delete... No, I'll stay off camera.
So, we're going to start with somebody who is coming...
I told you what happened to me when I went to the Apple store that day.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay. All up on that computer screen. I took my phone off that thing that he had hooked up to that computer so fast.
I would have did the same thing.
Oh my God, I was so embarrassed.
I'm probably laughing at you. But it's probably enough for them because they see so much.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting that. My dumb stuff was like, yeah, hook my phone up to your computer.
Imagine the girls that go in the back and look at the computer and they see what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that work at Apple, because I know y'all some sneaky people. So Lady Gaga announced on Twitter that her ass is coming back. She's giving out exact dates, album dates, video dates, single dates, MTV Awards. Gaga is letting the world know that, bitch, I'm back, okay? Fuck your faves. Your faves up there pushing albums back, don't know what they want to do. Gaga said, bitch, my new single is called Applause. It's coming August 19th. The video is coming August 19th. The new Art Pop
app. They both coming the same day?
Yes. The Art Pop app is coming August 19th, where you can pre-order the album. And also Lady Gaga is performing at the MTV Video Music Awards, which is August 25th. And Gaga is just not playing with y'all bitches. She done released artwork. She said, bitch, I'm coming back. And she's been quiet for a long time, getting her wheelchair decked out in Louis Vuitton and shit, seeing what the other girls is doing, which is nothing, and I'm really, really excited for Gaga's return, August 19th. Shout out to all the monsters out there. I know we haven't talked about Gaga, but there's nothing to talk about. But when we come back on August 19th with that video, there's going to be a whole lot to talk about. So shout out to Gaga for that. You know, people was coming at Katy Perry. Did you see her?
Somebody said no. I heard about it. I don't know.
She was giving me, you know, that Mrs. Carter tour video. She was giving me that for the cologne. It was called Killer Queen, and she dressed up in this white and looking all Victorian and everything. Like, girl, why would you do that on top of Beyonce just doing something like that? I just was not here for that. I wasn't at all, but. You know, I can finally, you know, the Beyonce stance to say somebody's copying Beyonce on something.
I mean, I didn't. Somebody sent it to me last night and asked me what was my opinion on it. I didn't even watch it. I don't care about that.
It's true, you know.
I mean, but yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah. Beyonce made hers for a promo video for her tour. It wasn't like it was for some big advertisement. It was for her tour. Katy Perry go. I don't care if she does that. Who cares? Beyonce's tour is still selling out. It's still doing very well.
Yes. So, and she's gonna be in Brooklyn all weekend.
I bet you're gonna say B. You see that? What? That would be her response. What? No, I didn't say that.
So, you know, speaking of somebody that's been pushing the album back, okay, Ashanti has been pushing her album back for 3 years. 3 years.
3 long years.
That's longer than my mom had to wait on her washing machine.
Okay?
To fix. Okay.
And I let Sears stick me in my ass. That's just how I feel about it.
You know, I don't know if the Scorpion Show needs to have a revival for Ashanti's career.
Ashanti, I'm really pissed about it.
I'm really pissed.
Gonna tell me some shit that every time I turn around, I get 3 more years because, I was a bad girl and I said something about it. Oh, you wanted to report me to the RAA, did you?
Ashanti.
3 more damn years.
Baby. What is going on? Like, yes, we know your singles are failing. When you put this album out, it's still not going to do better than what you wanted to do. Yeah. So this is my thing. Since you keep pushing this shit back, Brave for 3 years, I need you to be brave and have a heart to just give this album out for free to everybody. Okay. Just scrap this shit
and just give it away.
Put it on deckpiff.com, give it away for free. And then really think about what you want to do as a music artist, and then come back in 2014, because this Ashanti, this is not a good look. Yeah, Eve pushed her album back, but Eve was going through shit, and Eve didn't even actually give exact dates, say, oh, it's coming on this date, and then on the day of the release, announce to the world, oh, girls, I'm pushing it back again because, you know, I'm having these little legal deals, and fuck that. That's all bullshit. You own your own label and shit. You could just, you know what? I need you to be like Lil Kim. Just release this shit on PayPal if you're having that much legal issues with the albums, because it's not fair to your fans to keep fucking them in the ass like that.
Oh,
they all, and they be standing for you, especially Diggy.
Some of them like it.
Like, she's sitting there telling BET, oh, my album's coming at the end of July, I keep telling y'all it's coming out in February.
And you ever notice that her stands always have an excuse?
Yeah.
From when you say no, they say no, because you know she was doing this and so, and she's really depressed about Nelly. But it doesn't seem like Nelly's depressed about her, because he done released a whole new video.
Yeah,
and got a whole new girlfriend.
Ooh.
Nelly's the one singing, I guess it sucks to be you.
Amen. If Ashanti's that sad, she should turn all of that sad shit into some good music.
Okay. Who would have ever thought literally 10 years ago that Ashanti would be this Ashanti?
Girl.
Because she was sitting on top of the world 10 years ago.
Girl. Until Beyonce came out and wiped her out, child. She did sell more albums in the first week, but then
but she was still. But even that's true. But even when Beyonce came out, Ashanti was still doing relatively good for herself.
Yeah, but
it's just like she let that momentum go. Like, some artists don't let that go. Like, I guarantee you, we haven't heard from Lady Gaga in a long time. But what is going on right here? I gotta hear what they're saying. He looks familiar.
Scary.
They
scared the shit out of me.
They were so ugly.
In the shootout. Oh, wait.
He shot one of the men in the head, killing him. Troutman is charged with murder. Beckford is now charged with robbery.
Why is his eyes like that?
The violent 2011 jewelry store robbery in Manayunk was found guilty today. Prosecutors say Anthony Burnett and Raheem Hankerson used disguises and worked together to pull off a job inside A1 Poland Jewelers. During the heist, the owner was tied up and pistol whipped. Hankerson already pleaded guilty in the case.
A Delaware County man was arrested today for possessing child pornography. 27-year-old Victor Murtha was picked up at his home in Prospect Park after he failed to surrender to authorities. Investigators say he had images and videos of children ages 7 to 9. Murtha is being held tonight at $100,000 bail. A Delaware State Trooper.
I can't.
Hello? Hello? Can you do me a favor? Can you close that door? We're recording here. No, not that door. Not this door. That door.
He tried it.
Yeah, he did try it.
So wait. So yeah, back to Ashanti. Girl, we're gonna need you to get this shit together because if you give us one more album date, you said September. I'm gonna go off in the name of the Lord. I'm gonna pray for you on camera.
Ashanti said she needs some time.
No,
She
time
needs
my
time.
ass.
Give her another
How much
3
time
years.
she need?
Another 3 years.
Child, Ashanti girl, just go write for other people. Like when the last time you wrote a song for somebody? Do that. You were writing songs for everybody. You had book deals and everything.
She should go write a song
She really
for,
did.
she
Like
should write a
how
song
she
for-
was writing song for who?
Beyonce.
Child, bro.
For her next
Beyonce
album.
don't even write a song.
That's what I said. She should write one for Beyonce. I didn't say that, did I? I did.
Beyonce gonna let no Ashanti write her song.
She does her They say,
Okay.
we got a song from Ashanti. Who? Beyonce said she better keep it for herself. Because she needs it more than I do. Okay? Beyonce telling them, I have Diane Warren writing my song.
Yes, bitch.
Diane Warren said, you're not going to write your name with this song. I said,
Okay. She don't play no game. I'm done with you. I'm done. I am done with you.
You look at that 4 hours.
I was here.
That whole 4
Diane Warren.
hours says, written by Beyonce. Then I was here. Diane Warren. And nobody else.
But Diane stands for Beyonce.
She sure does.
She stands for her, but bitch, you won't put your name on that. Oh, no, you won't. No.
Ashanti, you better do something, girl, because you know what? Lady Gaga is... Oh, I was something I was going to say about Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, we didn't hear from her for a long, long time. And now she's coming back out, and she has all her shit in order. That's because when she broke that hip or whatever the hell she did, she was still working.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
She said, fuck that. I'm going to get this shit done. Okay? I won't be sitting at home looking like a bump on the log.
Okay.
Because now watch when Lady Gaga comes out this month, because it's August now.
Yeah.
When she comes out later on this month, it's going to be not Gaga Nation.
Yeah, Gaga
You're going to see
Nation.
her everywhere. You're going to see her on this show. You're going to see her that show. You're going to see her on this commercial.
And on this show.
And,
You know I'm trying to make it happen.
we're going to get tired of her all over again because she's going to be everywhere. You know?
I remember one video, I said, who is Lady Gaga? I didn't know who Lady Gaga was to save my life.
And now look.
Yes, she is
One of the biggest stars in the
world. Yes.
So yeah, Ashanti, you better. And it's so crazy because Ashanti at one point in time was bigger than Lady Gaga. Remember?
But not at the time when Gaga was
No,
out.
not at the time when Gaga
Yes,
was out.
but
But
I
remember before there was a Lady Gaga, there
could
was.
not stand Ashanti. Because I just thought that they were trying to bring her in as somebody that was trying to replace Aaliyah, talking about the princess of hip hop and R&B.
Because remember, Ashanti came in right after Leah died.
Yeah. And but Ashanti had hit after hit. She had 3 songs
Yes,
in the top 10 at that time.
Yes.
What happened? She didn't do that on this tour though.
Yeah, she did. That was the
I
Freedom
remember
Dress.
leaning back like that.
Because you were drunk.
No, bitch, I remember Freakum Dress, and I wanted her to take me high, and she didn't take me high. I was late waiting for that part. Don't you say take me high?
No, she don't say it no more. No,
Oh, see, I was waiting to get taken high. I did. So,
You were high. You just wasn't that kind of high. Oh, you were high. Okay? Because you were high.
Yeah. And shout out to that tall guy. His name was Blair. Okay, the one that wore them heels. Okay. Shout out to Blair, because Blair is just loving all of that attention.
Oh.
Yeah, so shout out to him. 6 foot, is 6'6" model, or something. It's on my. I'll put it on Twitter, child. Y'all can follow him. So I'm gonna talk about Sierra being on Groupon because everybody is just so like, oh my God, she got an album on Groupon.
What is
It's so
that? I've
funny.
never heard of that.
Child, it's where people go get deals where they get coupons.
Well, maybe Ashanti should do that.
Look, it's not working for Ashanti. Nothing will work in her favor. I don't know what's going on with Brave Heart. She can't get it. She had a hit with Was that The Way That I Love You? Bitch, what album was that?
I don't know what album that was, but I can tell you one thing. I had Chick-fil-A before I came here, and it is running through my stomach.
Yes, just...
It is. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. If y'all see me screaming, it's because my stomach is going all types of ways.
Just don't fart.
Ooh, but it's gonna come.
No. It's going on. So wait, everybody got their arms up, you know, laughing at Sierra put her album on Groupon, but it's an album deal where you buy one album and you get the other album for $19.99 or no, excuse me, $14.99. So you're getting two albums for $7. The best of Sierra and Sierra's new album. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Actually, I wish that iTunes had deals like that where you can buy one, get one album for such and such price. So to me, it's not even a bad thing. You know, you had people like Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift. They be selling their albums on QVC and fucking Starbucks, and Taylor Swift is even selling her shit at Pizza Hut, bitch. So don't even try to go in on Sierra for selling it on Groupon. It's not like she had it that bad, but she had to sell it on PayPal like some other artists.
Ooh.
You know. Yes. And then she gonna cancel her Love Box performance and say, meet me at my hotel at 3 o'clock. Bitch, you got some nerve.
Yeah. What the fuck is going up there? Well, her face looking like that. Okay? Can you imagine me walking into Little Kim's bedroom at 3 o'clock in the morning with lights on, while her face looking like that doll from The Conjuring? Okay? Okay? Did y'all see The Conjuring? That was okay? You won't have me walking up in anybody's room with their face looking like
trying.
Little Kim looked like she put her makeup on with the tip of the spot. Who is doing your makeup?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine Little Kim at night?
No.
Hi, how's it going? How's it going? Turn the lights on. Okay. Turn them on. All the way on. Every light in this house, even the rooms that I'm not in, turn those lights the fuck on. Just in case I gotta run. I want to know where I'm running. Okay.
I can't.
She tried to.
Oh, my chest hurt, baby.
Little fucking Kim. You tried. Oh, that's my girl now. You can't tell me nothing else, okay?
Oh my God, I can't. Wait, so
Kim said, fuck the performance, come to my room.
yeah, she said, come to my at 3 p.m.
San Jose, you know the way the Little Kim's
Then somebody gonna tweet, oh Kevin, I thought you would be at the at her
hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm halfway asleep, and I walk up in there, her face is looking like that. Oh no.
Oh God.
Not on my watch.
Okay. Speaking of not on watches,
okay.
Michel'le returned back to this past Saturday, and it was a good episode because Selena Johnson and family were on her show. Now,
that family is out.
Yeah, I thought I had a crazy family.
Okay,
and then next week's family got 14 people in one house. Now, where the fuck that come from?
Okay,
who that sound like? Okay.
Y'all. When I met you, y'all had about 12 people in one house. And don't say you didn't, because it was just 2 less than
and then it was us, and then there was other people.
Oh, it was okay. It was 12 of y'all in this house,
and
plus about an extra 10 people who was visiting on a daily fucking basis. I came in this house one day and I said, well, who the fuck lives in here? And where the fuck are all these people laying their heads at night? Okay?
So
they said so-and-so lives upstairs, so-and-so lives in the basement. So I said, what the fuck kind of living arrangements do y'all got in here? Food must be sky high.
Okay, Barbara was getting them stamps. You know
I know that. She better.
You know how they get them stamps, girl. Miss Barbara be selling stuff. Oh, let me stop before they try to stop on me and stuff.
Because Barbara looks like she gets a good stamp.
They're like, Miss Barbara, you always
because she had a fit about going to the laundry. Okay. She said, I got a fucking washer and dryer in my house. What do I need to walk to the laundry for? But go ahead.
So Ashanti. Girl, she watching this video.
Okay, she's gonna
so what's Iyanla? Girl, Aaliyah not even start.
Okay, she's up there watching.
Yes. So Iyanla returned back to doing Selena Johnson and family. Selena has issues with her mother. And you know the father
with her mother and father.
Yeah, but man, I would say mainly the mother than the father, because the father is just tough. He's more like it's my way and that's it.
No, because no. Only because it's mainly the father because the mother because the mother's there, but the father's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the father was just basically a sperm donor. He had them and really didn't do anything with them or for other than provide money and stuff for them. But he didn't love them. He didn't nurture them. That's basically what her problem was with her father. And the sad thing about it, her father, you know what? I love the term old school, but I feel as though that type of old school is not the old school that I'm familiar with. Because I was surrounded by old school type of people all my life. And the old school type of people I was surrounded by was not that type of person, the way Selena Johnson's father is. He was really like that Temptation song, a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. He didn't, and when he actually had a home at home with 3 kids and a wife. But yeah, he was doing his own thing, and then they had the nerve to say on camera that every guy back then every guy has a girlfriend on the side.
Maybe from where he's from in his arena, I'm pretty sure all those singers had somebody on the side or a little.
Yeah, but I think when he said every guy, it was just like no, not every guy had somebody on the side.
No, but he just to me he just was like it is what it is. Mm-hmm. That's just how it is, and that's how it's going to be. I'm not budging, none of that. And Iyanla seen that in him, you know. And, you know, eventually, she got him the break. He cried a little bit, but it's still going to be, he's still going to be a work in progress. Because you talking to a 77-year-old man. Most old people, they like, that's what it is.
You can change about 77. You can change him.
So, you know.
Changing his diaper.
No!
Changing him. You change his fucking diaper. You change it.
So, Ashanti. Shut up about Ashanti.
Ashanti.
Aaliyah's. I can't.
No, I can't. Now, because don't do it.
Iyanla was talking to Selena Johnson's mother. And that scene where they were in the library just talking about what was going on, that for me was very powerful. And then, you know, where Selena Johnson's mother saying that I don't know how to love or nobody loves me. I think that that was to me the most powerful part of that show. But I don't understand how she couldn't see that her daughters love her so much. And she just feels like nobody is not there for her, nobody listens to her. I just think that she's always been living in her own world, even though she's had children. She didn't even know how to love her children. She called them bitches and hoes, and that's something that I didn't hear my mother say to my sisters when I was growing up. So she has a lot, you know, a lot of stuff that she dealt with growing up. She was bullied, and basically to me it was kind of like, suck it up, suck it up. I don't want to see you crying about it. You just got to deal with it on your own. And that's how she taught her children to be strong, don't cry. And, you know, so Selena always has this where she feels ashamed to even just cry. When you know, there is a moment to cry, she feel like I can't cry because I've been taught to be strong. And, you know, Selena being a strong-minded person, going against her mom, it causes them to clash. But all Selena wants to do is just love her mom. And Iyanla had them write a song and each of them write a verse. The mom write the first verse, Selena writes the second verse. I didn't get a chance to hear the full song, but from what I heard on the show, it was pretty good. And I do want to hear the whole song. This episode, for me, of Fix My Life was one of the best Fix My Life because at first I didn't think Iyanla was going to be able to do anything with them. And to see how the way it turned out and to see that there's still progress and that they're all, you know, working together. Yeah, it's good to see that because when I was looking at R&B Divas, I was like, oh, this mom is tough. She ain't gonna play no games with her. And, you know, I just want to thank Selena for putting her family out there like that. Mm-hmm. You know, I really respect her for doing that. And, you know, I wouldn't even think that she would have, you know, somebody like her would have all of those issues because you don't really see it on the show. But she has a whole lot going on in her private life. And I just thank her for, you know, letting us into her life like that. So next week on Fix My Life is going to be 14 people in one household, and it's come to a point where Iyanla cries and says, I don't even think I can help them, and she's just crying her eyes out. So I can't wait to see that one. 14 people in one house. It's possible. Now, I don't know if there's other family members or how many children they had together or, but it looks like it's going to be good. So, shout out to Oprah, because I heard that Oprah's network is now making a profit, especially with Tyler Perry's new show, The Have and the Have-Nots. Now, y'all know
That's your show.
that's my motherfucking show. And this week, the shade came out. Then the two black ladies, you got one rich black lady, the other poor is the maid. So the have is the one with the money, the maid is the have not. I just want to
Wait, go ahead, because I have to go out of this room.
Go ahead. I'm just saying. Excuse me. Because if y'all haven't been watching the have and the have nots, this show is just. I don't even like soap operas, first of all, but Have and Have Nots is one of the best shows on television right now. People can talk about the budget all the fuck they want to. I don't give a fuck about the budget. All I care about is the storyline. And you got the rich family and you got the Have Nots, who is the maid, Celine, Candace, the son. They all having their little issues, and I don't want to tell y'all what's going on, because if you haven't seen it, I want you to watch on. I'm pretty sure Oprah be having marathons of the Have and Have Nots, but everybody's life is all starting to intertwine with each other, and the drama is just so crazy. I look forward to it every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on OWN. And Tyler does rehash some lines or whatever, but I just love the storyline. This storyline is just perfect. I love it. I just can't wait for next week, because next week it's looking like the drama, like every week it's always the drama's going down, and it gets juicier and juicier every week. Every week to get a little bit juicier. So I just can't wait for it to come back on this Tuesday. On Tuesday we're going to see the hospital scene, and we're going to find out if Mrs. Cryer finds out about Hannah being the mother of freaking Candace. I want to know, why hasn't she told Mrs. Cryer yet? That's what I really want to know. Because the shit is going to go down once she finds out that Hannah is Candace's mother. And she just trusts her so much. She loves her so much. And here it is. Hannah's daughter is causing their family all of this mother effing drama. So baby, when everything comes to a head, it's going to be the fuck on. So I just can't wait till Tuesday at 9 p.m. If y'all not watching the Have and the Have-Nots, y'all missing one of the best shows on TV. And some of y'all might be missing Scandal, but baby, this is gonna help your Scandal fix. It's gonna feed it, because you don't get Scandal until October 3rd. And then, speaking of the Have and Have-Nots, I was looking for another show, and then I started watching Orange is the New Black on Netflix. Now, I haven't had a chance to watch it fully, but I was watching it until I fell asleep, and it was good. To me, it started off slow, but I am in love with those inmates. I am in love with those inmates because they all have their own little stories, and they are funny. So there's some new shows that y'all could be watching, and everything is not always have to be reality-based television. There are some good scripted series on television, and then, baby, hit the floor. Hit the motherfucking floor. I know I haven't really talked about that, that whole first season, but this one right here, this show is so good. Well, the season finale done happened already, but it was just so good, and I'm not feeling fucking Asha no more. Asha done fucked it up, and I knew she was going to look at German. She was going to look at German and think that he was cheating with that girl, when it just looked like he just needed somebody to talk to, and they were just having fucking beer in the hallway. So she took it as, oh, you want to be finding a new girl? I'm going to go find my new man. I'm going to fuck. But Asha was doing what she already wanted to do in the first place. She been wanted to fuck Derek. I don't even think it's about the money. I just think that she was just always sexually attracted to him because she wanted something different. And now that she done got something different, she's seeing that, oh my God, I done jumped conclusions like she always the fuck do. And now she done fucked this up. And I think when it come back next season, he's not even gonna be into her like that. Derek is not gonna be into Asha like that. But you know, it's just, and then the mom, what's her name? Sloan, her, and she's gonna take down the guy that runs the Devil's Organization. Oh, hit the floor is gonna be good. I'm just mad. I gotta wait till next year to see it. That's like, and you know how VH1 do with their shows. Sometimes they make you wait a year and a damn half. Because Basketball Wives come back in August. Well, what's that? August 19th. Oh my goodness. Michel'le and I going to have a lot of shit to talk about this fall. But anyway, I'm going to wait for Michel'le to come back. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But I'll be right back. You feeling refreshed? Because I went in for a good 5 minutes.
It felt longer.
It was longer because it did stop.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but something started talking while Kevin was talking, and it was having an argument, and I thought it was going to be, you know, gas. All I gotta say is thank you, Jesus. Y'all had toilet paper.
You tried to.
You know how when you have to go to the bathroom and some people don't have toilet paper in their bathroom? You like, thank you, Jesus. I feel so much better right now, but I know it's going to kick in one last time.
That's, as long as you don't have to keep going back, because when I was in London, I had to find several toilets.
You know what I think it was? It was definitely that Chick-fil-A, but this morning I had a big breakfast. I had pancakes, pancakes, bacon, eggs, and potatoes, and that never came out of me. You know how when you eat something heavy like that and probably like an hour later it comes out of you? That never came out of me. So I think that was sitting on my stomach all day. And then for me to add on that Chick-fil-A.
Wasn't a good combo. You'll be alright.
I will be alright. As soon as I get home and take a shower and lay down and get air.
So what part of R&B Divas did you see last night? R&B Divas.
Okay, well, you know, last night was actually my first time watching this show.
Okay.
So, let me just say, Claudette Ortiz is beautiful. Shantae Moore, I had no idea that her and Kenny Lattimore were divorced. No idea. Like, I felt so stupid. Like, as I'm watching it, I'm like, well, wait a minute. Why is she talking like she's looking for a date? Like, wait, where's Kenny? I love her and Kadim's relationship, her ex-husband. Oh my God. Michel'le. Hi. And you know, I tweeted about it, and one of my friends hit me up and said, well, you know, she's always talking. And I'm like, well, first of all, I've never heard her speaking voice. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I've ever heard her singing voice. I don't even, what song is it that she sings again?
Something in My Heart. I know you heard.
Something in my heart. It's got a heart. So that sounds nothing, I get to each his own.
Lazaro can't speak, but
That's true. That's true. But I'm just like, oh my God, she really talks like if you didn't know her and you heard her for the first time speaking, you'd be like, huh, stop playing.
But you know,
you know what I didn't like? This wasn't from last night's episode. This was the episode, I guess, before last night, when they all went to that event and Kelly Price was not there.
Okay.
I'm like, what kind of
now I don't approve of Kelly Price not showing up. You don't have people come all the way to Vegas just to see Broadway in the hood, and then
you don't even show up
because it's Thursday night. Fuck that fucking shit on Thursday night. You don't need to be there. Let somebody else run it.
And then on top of that, the people on the red carpet or whatever it was kept asking for Kelly.
But what surprised me, they kept acting like they didn't know Dawn from En Vogue. Who the fuck don't know Dawn from En Vogue?
Well, you know
who don't know.
But you know what Dawn is like. I tweeted about this last night. I'm gonna say it again. Dawn, when I watch her, she seems so unhappy. Like this weight on her shoulder. Her face is just like, she's just like, so even when she's smiling, it don't seem like it's genuine. Like she just got a lot on her shoulders that she just needs to get off. And I think it has a lot to do with her not being married and her not having kids or being able to have kids. She probably wants that. And then she's surrounded by a bunch of women who are mothers. Not all of them, but I mean.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they all are.
Kelly Price has kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's married.
I ain't know. What I didn't know what shocked the hell out of me is that Claudette Ortiz's ex-husband is Ryan Toby. I didn't know that. I didn't even know they was together. And you know what's so funny? Because I thought when people were saying the guy from City High, I thought it was the other guy that she messed with. So Ryan Toby was beating on her?
I don't know. I don't know if the other guy was beating on her in City High or because you know she was with him too. She was with both members.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything because I like Claudette Ortiz, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
But you know what? I think she is kind of dry on the show. It's like it's kind of like she's a forgettable one.
She has a lot of issue on her plate too. Like you can tell she has a lot of shit going on with her, and
but I'm gonna need her. I need these girls to step it up because Little Mo is
Little Mo is the life of the show.
Yeah, and I do like Shantae Moore. I'm just tired of her hitting high notes all over the place. Yes, we know you can whistle, bitch. Okay, now give us something else that's different. Even when I was listening to some of her new album, it was too many whistle registers for me.
She can really she sounded really good when she was singing that song at her church.
Yeah, Jesus, I Want You. I think she killed that. She did great. But I want to get into this monologue thing. Now, y'all might not like what I have to say about it. For me, it was Kelly Price's idea of doing this monologue with the girls because, you know, she wanted everyone to dig deep into themselves and discuss things that they don't want to. No, I know. It's recording from here. Okay. Can we just do the fuck off?
I'm sorry. I just saw that and I'm thinking like, oh God, we've been talking and there's no microphone.
Oh no, it'll pick everything up. Okay. You know, it was Kelly Price's idea to do these monologues, and you know, the other girls, I guess they were going to, you know, work with each other to find out the things that they wanted to discuss. But in that process, they started talking to other producers and things like that, and they told Kelly Price about it, which I do appreciate them telling Kelly about it. Like, we found someone who can help us, you know, dig deep and, you know, help us with the show or whatever. What I didn't like is that they tried to bring him on board to work along with Kelly Price without, you know, saying this is what we want to do. Instead of you finding a producer, we want to just keep him on board and have him give his vision to the monologues. I didn't like that at all. And then I didn't like how Kelly Price tried to act like she didn't fucking know the guy. She didn't know who he was. She didn't know nothing about him. That's another thing that I did not like at all. Because Kelly, that's fucking bullshit. They told you on several occasions on what they were doing. And it's fine that you had somebody else that you wanted to work with, because I will be the same way. If I came up with the vision to do something and then, you know, you had these other people and then they started going outside of doing what you, or going outside of what you had planned or what you had envisioned, that would enrage me too. That would upset me. So I understand why you were upset, but the way you acted like you didn't know who he was or you didn't know anything about it, to me, that was the bullshit that I can't go for. But as far as your vision and you starting this, I do side with you on that. And I don't go ahead.
But the girls were not, well, originally they brought the guy in to help them better
their monologues, but it looked like he was running the show. Like, I'm going to have you guys come out on this, and then you guys do that, and blah, 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 blah.
Well, yeah, I would be upset about that too. But if he was just I would be upset about that. But if they invited him to, like for instance, if you and I had decided to do something like that, and I just couldn't for the life of me dig deep, and I called in, let's say, Charlie to come in here and, you know, to help me do my thing. All right, help me dig deep, Charlie, but then that's it. I don't need you to help
with nothing
say
else.
How the show. So yeah, I agree with that. But I think that I don't know, Kelly. It was a good idea. It was a good idea.
Yeah.
But
it was really good, because I remember I went to the taping. It was really good, but I just didn't know the background behind how it got to Kelly Price not giving her monologue and Dawn Robinson not giving her monologue.
So she didn't give her monologue, Kelly?
No. So they went and did their own show. They went off and said, fuck this. We're gonna do our own monologues. But to me, that's stealing from Kelly Price, because y'all didn't even have an idea to do a show like this. If y'all was so upset that Kelly Price was Kelly Price has a busy schedule. She like her husband broke down her whole schedule. So I'm like, yeah, I can see where she's busy, but these girls acting like they don't have shit else to do, like albums. We can't see y'all working together doing your albums. We can't see y'all family life. Like how do y'all run your families? Everything is now based on this monologue, and that's where the drama is going to center around. So yeah, people going to say, oh well, Kelly Price is the Nikki Gilbert of the group. She's not like Nikki Gilbert to me. She's not like Nikki Gilbert. She's more organized than Nikki Gilbert. She has a plan, but she's just too busy to go about it. But she has an idea of what she wants to do. Dawn Robinson, to me, she's confused as shit. She don't know what's going on. What you call that? She's out to lunch. She's out to lunch.
Okay. She won't be back until after 6.
No,
that's dinner time.
Yes, she wanted Kelly Price to do everything for her, and the things that Kelly Price came up with for Dawn's monologue, that was great. Now, what would have been good is if everybody was doing that monologue thing together, working together as a unit, not trying to hire different people. Like, to me, that's not right. If it's not your vision, you shouldn't have any decision making on who she should hire. You could get suggestions, but I don't think you should do the decision making for Kelly Price. So that's just how I felt about it. And if that makes Kelly Price look like a bitch because she's upset, then so be it. But I don't like how, I think what made her more look like the bitches that they told her what they were doing and she acted like she didn't know nothing about what was going on. And then she was like, oh, I don't want to open up to you about my life. But you want to open up to the world about what's going on in your life, and you can't tell this guy that one thing because you don't want to work with him. It's simple. You should have just said, I don't want to work with you. I had in mind on who I wanted to work with, and he is not who I want to work with. That's what you should have said. But the girls would have been upset, but this ain't their motherfucking show. It's your show, Kelly Price. You came up with it, and now you don't let them take your idea and run with it. So that's what it look like it's going to happen. But we'll see more of what's going on next week on R&B Divas LA. The TLC trailer, did you see it?
No.
To me, they didn't show what I want to see. I want to see the drama. They showed music video clips. Yeah. We already seen the pictures. Where's the drama? That's what I want to see. Jurors B37 and B29. B37 did an exclusive interview with Anderson Cooper 2 weeks ago, and she discussed the
you
trial.
have to say what you're talking about.
Juror B about the Trayvon Martin.
Okay.
I mean the George Zimmerman trial. I thought they would know what I'm talking about.
Well,
Excuse
some
me.
people don't know.
Yeah.
So
Well, if y'all,
say it.
yeah, so juror B37 was a juror on the George Zimmerman trial for killing Trayvon Martin back in February 2012 in Sanford, Florida, at the Twin Lakes Resort. So she spoke with Anderson Cooper, giving her opinion about what happened. What enraged the shit out of me is that she, 24 hours after this case, she was working on a book deal. That made me mad because how the fuck you gonna keep calling Trayvon this boy, instead of saying Trayvon, but you want to profit off of his death? I think she already had in her mind a perception of this whole trial. She already sided with George Zimmerman. She already didn't put herself in Rachel Jontel's shoes because she kept saying their life and my life. Like she kept looking from it from different sides, but then she said race didn't have nothing to do with it. Race had, I'm so tired of people saying it don't have nothing to do with it. It does, it has everything to do with it because you don't know what it's like to be profiled as a different race. Black people do know what it's like to be profiled. White people have no clue at all. And then she shows, if you want to stand, if you want to feel this way, how you feel, that's fine. But don't hide your face. I can't respect you for hiding your face. Nobody is going to beat you up for your decision of, of y'all coming down to everything. I just was disgusted by her, and I'm glad they shut her down with the book deal. Juror B29, she said George Zimmerman is guilty, but they just could not prove it. And there was not enough proof to say George Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin based on the laws that they had. Anybody could see George Zimmerman wanted to kill Trayvon Martin. The thing was, the prosecution did not have enough evidence to prove that George Zimmerman wanted to kill Trayvon Martin. Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, well.
Well, I don't think George. Let me just stop you right there.
Go ahead.
Because I don't believe in my heart that George Zimmerman wanted to kill him. I think that George Zimmerman wanted to look like the hero by stopping this would-be criminal. And I don't think that necessarily means that he wanted to stop him by killing him. He may have just wanted to stop him by just apprehending him and waiting until the police got there. But somewhere along the line, a fight broke out and they started fighting, and then Trayvon Martin was killed. So I don't think he wanted to kill him, because I don't believe in my heart that George Zimmerman got out of his truck and started following him and said, "Oh, I'm going to kill this boy." I don't think that's true, and I don't think you really mean that. I just think you probably mean something else. But I don't.
No. When I say like kill him, he wanted to kill him. Like, to me, this man.
I'm saying you believe that he wanted to kill him when he got out of that truck. And
no.
Yeah, I mean, at that moment when they were probably fighting each other, then yeah, I agree with you. But I don't think he wanted to kill him when he got out of his truck and bothered him. Like, I don't believe that at all.
Because to me, the gun was the bitch move. You're fighting. Why shoot him? You don't have to shoot him. You could have fought him off of you. You could have swung back. You didn't have to shoot him. Because it was all, to me, a big misunderstanding. And another reason why I don't think that, why they found him not guilty is because we don't have proof on who hit who first. We can sit here and say, oh, George hit him or Trayvon hit him, but the bottom line is we weren't there. So we don't know who was defending who. So that's why I understand where Juror B29 was, saying that's how she felt, but because of the law, she couldn't just convict him, even though she felt in her heart that he was guilty. And you would want, if you were in that situation, you would want someone to be fair by you too. If you knew that, I don't know the right way to say it, but if you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you had all the evidence, if you were in a case where you were innocent and they had proof that you were innocent, but people on the jury was like, fuck that, even though they have the proof and everything, I still think he guilty, and they just found you guilty. You don't want that to come back to you. So I'm glad that they did everything the legal way. But, I'm glad that this has not stopped Tracy Martin and Sabrina Fulton from going out and doing speeches, because just like Sabrina said, God is still using her. Maybe he used this as a way to get them to go out and talk to other neighborhoods and other people out there and in similar situations. I don't like the fact that a lot of stars and entertainers are boycotting Florida because of the stand your ground law. To me, I don't understand that at all. And if anything, why don't you use your power to go to Florida and go to the motherfucking Supreme Courts, or go to the lawmakers,
or have a free concert in support of Trayvon Martin, or in support of getting rid of that law.
Yeah.
I just think it's silly, and it's a lot of people were hitting me up and saying, well, boycotts in the past seem to work effectively. Yes, but this particular boycott is very, very not necessary in the way that they're trying to do it. They're saying that they're going to boycott Florida to send a message to the officials of Florida that this stand your ground law should be abolished. Mm-hmm. Fine, I agree with you. The law should be abolished. But when you say that we're going to boycott this state until such law is abolished, what about your fans that live in that state? When you guys have shows or things like that, what are they going to do?
Drive all the way to Atlanta to go see him.
I mean, it's not being fair to your fans. I think that, like Kevin said, you could put so much into actually going to the state and actually having some type of event there and letting your voice be heard in that state, rather than running away from the state and be all the way up here in Pennsylvania saying, oh, look, Florida, I'm not coming to you no more until you change your law. Well, let me tell you something. Whether you come or not, there are going to be people all around this world that's going to go to Florida. Okay? If they just are. Okay, if Jay-Z and Kanye West and Britney Spears and Lady Gaga decide not to go to Florida, guess what? Jacques Boudère over in Paris, France. Kevin Durant over in Sacramento, California. Maria Montez and Dallas, Texas, they all going to Florida for summer vacation. You know, they may agree with you, but they're gonna say, "But look, we like Florida. We want to go to Florida." You know, you guys. I think that this whole thing, I think they're going about it a little differently if it's actually true and if they actually decide to do it. I understand that boycotts have worked in the past, but this particular boycott, I don't think
it don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all, and I think it's going to turn around and bite people in the ass.
Because they listen to Stevie Wonder. Oh, if Stevie Wonder want to not go to Florida, perform in Florida, I'm not going to do it.
I was going to go there.
Don't do it.
I was going to go
there. Because Mark
there.
Lamar Hill already came for little motherfucker.
I know.
Stevie Wonder.
You know, and I was going to go there. But
I'm saying, please.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there because my Lord and Savior touched me this past Sunday.
Yes.
Took me and threw me. So I'm not going to go there.
How was your arm?
Oh, bitch. It feels a little better, but all right here, it still hurts a little bit. Like, it just... When I tell you I went in...
Yes.
Shout out to all the saints at my church who came to make sure I was all right after I had my praise go. Oh, Lord. He touched me. I told my aunts and them at my cousin's wedding afterwards, they were all excited there. It finally hit you. Yeah, one of my aunts was like, I was waiting for it to hit you. So, yeah.
So it was actual church, or was it the wedding where you...
No, it was church. I was at church.
Yes.
When it hit me. And it hit me, and I was, ooh, baby. When my cousin said to me, she said, Michel'le, all I heard was you yelling and screaming, and she said, I looked, and the back pew was... The pew you was sitting in was going backwards. I said, oh, Lord, I was taking the pew back. Lord. Yeah, so shout out to all those saints that came over to me. It was a beautiful feeling, though, afterwards. Like, just, it was a beautiful feeling. But, baby, when you try to stop it, the Holy Spirit don't let you stop it all. It's like, you ain't stopping until the Holy Spirit's done with you. But anyway, what are we talking about? Florida.
And
yeah.
then the cops shoot a 60-year-old man.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? Oh my God!
For he was digging his car looking for some cigarettes,
in his driveway.
In his driveway, and they think he's breaking in the car
because a neighbor called.
Yeah. Like what is going on?
And then they said that he lunged at them.
Yeah. All he said was he turned around with his hands up, and they shot at him.
And you know what I love is that I was watching the news, and his neighbor came out in his defense. I was watching it on CNN. Came out in his defense. It was a white neighbor. Came out in his defense and said, I was standing in my door the whole time. Excuse me. He said I couldn't see that well. He said I could hear everything that was going on. He said, but from my standpoint, from where I was at, it looks and it sounded as if he was complying with them. He said, I don't understand why they started shooting at him, but it sounds like everything they were telling him to do, he did. They just got trigger happy. They saw this black man,
shots,
15 shots at this 60-year-old man who was in his own driveway at his own home, digging in his own car, looking for a pack of cigarettes that he bought with his own money. Because a neighbor said that they saw somebody suspicious, and the police arrived and shot him up. But thank the Lord. But I think they hit him twice.
In the legs.
And his mother, they were interviewing, because I think that was his mother. They interviewed his mother, who's, I think she's like in her 80s or whatever, and they interviewed her and they, were talking to her, and I just felt so bad. Like, you do something like that to somebody, you don't even. They just start shooting.
These cops need to be a little bit cautious. Now I know the Philly cops, they shooting back now. It was a damn shootout it was a shootout down the street. 60 fucking no, more than 80 rounds. It was a shootout. I was in London.
The cops and
it was two groups shooting at each other. Then the undercover cops came, and then they started shooting at the undercover cops. Then the undercover cops started shooting at them. It was just a mess. They had them little things, and I seen the number 80 out there. That's how many of those things they had out there for bullet cases and shit. People, cars, windows got blown up. But then my mom said she didn't hear a damn thing. She said, I'm saying.
You know why she didn't hear nothing?
And she was woke.
No, she wasn't woke. No, she wasn't. Because if I know your mother, she was like this. That day when Jeremy had about 7 or 8 of his friends up, and I will never forget that as long as I live. He had about 7 of them, 8 of them up here in this room when he was living here, and I was sitting downstairs in that living room with your mom, and your mom was sitting on that chair, knocked out. Jeremy came downstairs with all those guys and had the nerve to go like this to the guys, and they all walked past your mom one by one, and your mom never woke up.
That don't mean come to my door and try it.
Okay, because it'd be a hurricane outside, she'd sleep right through it. So yeah, I don't think she heard it.
You tried it.
She sleeps like your mom sleeps standing up.
I ain't got a damn thing.
I bet you didn't.
I would have heard 80 shots.
Okay, 80 shots. I would have heard the first one. Oh, I will never forget that day with my mom. My mom thought they were shooting outside. Don't you know this hoe had the nerve to come crawling in my... It was so funny. I'll never forget this. This was a long time ago. I was in my room. It was daytime like this. I was in my room, and all I heard was boom. And then like... And I hear my son and my sister was going, get down, get down. My mom had crawled from her room over to my sister's room because she thought she heard a gunshot. So,
good shot.
To this day, me and my sister still laugh about it.
I just remember growing up and hearing gunshots all the time at 23rd and Diamond.
I bet 23rd and Diamond. That's the murder in Philly.
It was always shooting. It was, you know, I just didn't realize how, as a kid, you know, you living in your own world. I know it's doing drugs, but it was really bad back in those. I don't know how we lived in that. I don't know, but we did. My mom, she did that. Yeah.
That's because your mom shielded you from it.
Oh, my mom always would talk to me, and I advise y'all to do the same with your kids. Say no to drugs. If they call you a pussy, I'll be that pussy.
Hello?
My mother was. She was on the game.
Misha, I'm sitting here recording. Do you remember that day when mommy thought that they were shooting that day? And it was fireworks. And what did she do? On her knees. On her hands and fucking knees. And mind you, she told my sister to get down. My sister never got down. Because it was fireworks. And my mom thought it was a gunshot. Where you at? Listen to her in the background talking. Don't know what's going on. But okay, bye.
That's your mom in the bedroom.
Yes, talking. I know what the fuck's going on.
Michel'le's mom talked very fast, yo.
She came and I'll tell you, Kevin, all you heard was, and then as if she dropped herself on the floor and was like, what the hell is that noise? This is when you live with a cuckoo bird. Lord bless her.
Yes. I gotta meet you. I still haven't met your mom yet.
She thought I was in a car accident the other night.
What?
Yes, she did. She called my phone 30-something times.
Why? Who told her that?
Okay, so the other night, I didn't have to go to work yesterday, so the night before last, I stayed the night out with one of my friends. You know, because I had gotten really, really tired. And so when I went to go drop my friend off, his roommate had left and took the kid. So then we had to go all the way up to Frankfurt. Mind you, he lives right around the corner from you. We had to go all the way up to Frankfurt. So he was like, well, since you're so tired, I'll drive. So he drove my car, and we went all the way up there. And then we came all the way back down here. And it was like after 1:30 in the morning. I'm not driving home, and I'm barely, you know. So my friend was like, no, just stay here. I woke up the next morning with 37 missed calls. From my about 32 or 33 was from my mom. And the other ones were from my sister and my 2 cousins. And then I only found out why she really called that was today when I called to wish one of my aunts a happy birthday. And she said, so what happened the other day? And I said, what are you talking about? And she said, oh, never mind. And I said, no, you know, what are you talking about? Tell me what you're talking about. Oh, no. I guess nothing happened, you know, because you don't know nothing about it. I said, no, I don't, but I want you to tell me since you brought it up. So she's like, oh, you know, with your mom and, you know, when you was out. I said, what? She said, it was a bad car accident on the expressway and your mom thought it was you. Oh, yeah, which is all, you know, it's all, you know, I feel bad. But see, my mom, I said, oh, this is my first time hearing about it because my mom had a different story. You know, she was just like, I didn't know where you were, you know, this, that, and the third, and I was calling you, wasn't answering. I was just like, but then today my aunt told me that my mom, see, the car accident, they didn't say what kind of car it was, and they didn't know who was hurt and who was involved, so my mom didn't know what was going on. And then when she couldn't get in touch with me, she started getting scared. And so she called me, First of all, you called me 33 times. If I'm not answering the first 10 times, hello. Like, what the fuck? I'm about to show you right now. This is what I'm telling you. I'll tell you, my mom is something else. Y'all think I'm something else. She's something
She
else.
ain't text your phone?
Oh, I rebooted my phone, so I can't show you the missed calls that I
Why
had
you
from her.
reboot your phone?
Restored it. Because my phone was going crazy. Like, every time, like, if I would push on this, something like this, it would go straight out. That I wasn't getting text messages. Nobody was getting my text messages. It was crazy. I had to restore my phone. Then I couldn't update my phone, like the apps and stuff. It wasn't letting
When
me do
can you
nothing.
get the new phone?
I couldn't, no, I restored it, so everything's fine now. Remember, I couldn't record now? Now I can record. Just none of your business.
What's this inside?
I know, it's none of your business.
Let me see.
No, you cannot see. As much as you be hiding your phone from me, and I said, well, let me see. I may know the, you don't know. You don't know.
You can look through my phone, ain't nothing in there.
Give it to me.
Hell no.
There's nothing in my phone either.
Nice.
No, that was not a person. This was just something from a magazine. I thought it was cute, so I saved it.
Yeah, I seen that. You know how they always had a little screen at the bottom left or whatever's in that phone.
Yeah, well, you need to keep your eyes at the top right.
Man.
No. Your business.
Yes.
So
So
anyway.
wait, yeah. Let's go into this Fuji's guy because
Oh my God. Yes, that is disgusting. Oh my God.
that's first of all, it's disgusting to have sex with a child.
Yes.
It's even more disgusting to have sex with your own child. What's even more disgusting is that you did it with 6 of your daughters and you made 6 babies out of this. And you call yourself building a perfect race because he said the world was going to die and because they had his bloodline that these children were going to survive. And what he did was he isolated them when they were pregnant and he did the birth things on his own and he buried 2 of the babies that died. But overall he did this from 1980 to the early 2002. I want to know, like, who knew that he was having these babies, or did they ask about who the baby's fathers were?
It says that he sexually assaulted his daughters during the mid-1980s to 2002 and fathered 6 children with them.
And he had multiple with.
He delivered all of the babies himself and also buried 2 who were stillborn. He reportedly raped his daughters in an abandoned funeral home before separating from his wife. Ain't nobody got time for that. The court document says that Allende, who is a self-proclaimed prophet, had 9 children with his former wife and another 3 with 2 other women. He said the world was going to end and it was just going to be him and his offspring and that he was chosen, Beverly Allende said at a pre-trial hearing in 2010. According to New York Daily News. I was afraid to ever accuse him of being demented or being a pedophile. I knew the word, but I wouldn't dare use it because it would result in a beating. Allende has been sentenced to 50 years in prison in addition to a 40-year prison term which he received in November 2011 for raping his daughters. That is beyond disgusting.
He need more than 40 years for raping his daughters. That should be like life behind bars.
Well, it basically is life for him because he's 55 years old and 40 years from 55, that's 10, 65,
That's
140.
140.
He'll be 95.
He's not going to get out of
No,
it.
he's not going to get out. And if he does get out at 95, he won't. You know,
Yeah, so, I mean,
he's 95.
that story is just sad to hear on top of, you know, what Lauryn Hill's already been going through, what the Fuji's been going through. For someone to be that wicked, like, that's evil.
That's disgusting. Like, and he worked with them. Like, he was, for a 55-year-old who directed the Fuji song "Killing Me Softly" in 1986. He was the director of that song. Well, is it the song
video.
or the video? Okay, the video. That is beyond disgusting. And then it looks like he has multiple mugshots. So how many times has he been arrested? And then to have kids with your kids, and to be
That's like from Precious.
that's disgusting. Yeah, so basically life. He does have life in prison.
Yeah. And then that guy Ariel Castro, he pleaded guilty, and today he was sentenced to 1,000 years.
And mind you, he was chaining these girls.
I didn't even want to know all that stuff he was doing.
Yeah, he chained them. He chained them to the floor at times. He refused them food at times. One of them kept a diary. I don't even know how he allowed one of them to keep a diary, but she did. Raped them, of course. It's just sad. That's a sad story too. That's a really sad story. His daughter should have really, his daughter, you know, I guess she didn't know. But, you know, one of his daughters wanted to move in with him because she was having hard times.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew that he had extra space upstairs, but he would never allow her to go upstairs and told her no because it wasn't suitable for living.
Wow.
That right there should have thrown a red flag.
Nobody thought to be sneaky and go up there.
Well, no, because it was his house. I ain't gonna be sneaky in my house.
No, I wouldn't be sneaking in this house.
I'm not being sneaky in nobody's house. You know why? Because once you go up, you may not come back down.
When I was young, I used to snoop around.
I used to snoop around too.
snooping.
But see, you got to know where to snoop and who to snoop with. Because you will walk in somebody's house and see something you're not supposed to see.
Okay.
And I don't.
So let's talk about this Don Lemon thing before we get out of here. Don Lemon made some comments on CNN the other night, giving his talking points about, his no talking points about how black people need to change. He said black people need to start pulling their pants up. Black people need to stop having babies out of wedlock because 72% of African American women have children out of wedlock. He also said people need to stop throwing shit on the ground. He brought up how black people need to graduate from high school, and he said something else. This enraged a lot of people. A lot of people was calling him an Uncle Tom because he agreed with Bill O'Reilly. Now this is my thing. I agree with a lot of those statements that he made. But for me, pulling your pants up and blaming people for saying nigger, that's what he brought up. And blaming people for blaming rap music for saying nigger, to me, that's irrelevant. Don't try to listen.
Go ahead.
Don't try to blame rap. To me, don't blame rap artists for children and people using nigger. I don't agree with that at all. For me, the sagging of the pants, I don't care about that, but I always wear a belt around my waist. I feel uncomfortable when I don't wear a belt. Like, I'm mad as hell when I go out to the club and I don't have a belt around my waist because I don't like pulling my damn pants up. I don't like that shit. So, you know, I'm not agreeing with that. A lot of people might not like what he said because of his delivery, but it was on point with a lot of stuff. And we as a race, we are looking at on the bottom of a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't get us, but we choose not to do better. A lot of us choose not to do better at all. And I feel that him talking about it is just not enough. If you want to help people change, then you get your ass, like when you're not on CNN, you go to those local schools and you go to where the people are. Because 9 times out of 10, these people ain't watching CNN. Black people are not, a lot of them don't have time to sit there and watch CNN, even though CNN is good. They're not going to watch CNN. So you have to take yourself off that TV and go out to where they are in the community. You said you live in Harlem. There's a lot of schools in Harlem where you can be talking to those students and telling them the right thing. Or when they have career day, you get your ass up there and talk to them and empower them. There's just so much instead of just talking. A lot of people is about talking, and nobody is about doing the motherfucking action. You know, nobody is about that at all. So, you know, I agree with a lot of it, but not all of it. But I just want, we all, not even just you, we all need to do more, because the children that's growing up today, I feel scared for us when we get old, because they probably not gonna give a fuck about helping us and taking care of us, because they just do whatever the hell they want to do now.
Well, this is what I was gonna say. I think that Don Lemon saying the thing about pulling up your pants and what is it, nigga it is, it's not irrelevant. It's very relevant. And I think you kind of made a good point of what I was about to say when you just made the comment of kids of today not really giving a fuck about when we get older. Which is true, because if they don't give an F about pulling up their pants, then they ain't going to give an F. First of all, it's all about how you present yourself. If you are walking out of your front door of your house presenting yourself with your drawers showing, your pants halfway down. First of all, I get so confused when I see guys walking down the street with a belt on, but their pants is halfway down where you can see they saggy, droopy boxers. I think that is the most disgusting thing in the world. So Don Lemon has a really good point with that, because you are not even showing me somebody on the street or somebody who doesn't even know you, that you don't even take your own self serious. How do I know it? Because you don't even know how to present yourself when you walk out of the front door. All of our parents used to tell us, when you walk out of this house, you are a representation of me, meaning the mother and the father of this household. Because what you do and how you act out on the street determines how it is that I'm raising you in this house. And I know these people's parents is not raising them to walk out the house to look like that. Don Lemon, what he said was not irrelevant, and the whole nigger thing, even though this whole, somebody say a nigger, whatever the case may be, it has become so overwhelming, but I think it still must be said, because you got a lot of African Americans who complain when other people say it. But then you got the same ones who are complaining saying it.
Yeah.
So, Don Lemon's point is, don't tell me that it's a term of an endearment, but yet you are constantly complaining about it when you hear other people say it, because other people may not be saying it in a negative or derogatory way. Hell, they may just be saying it in a term of endearment way too, because if you notice, nowadays in 2013, I said this before in one of our past videos, when you go to a hip-hop concert, you'll see majority white people in there that you see black, because white people love hip-hop music. And I think that it would be really naive to think that a white 17-year-old is listening to a Jay-Z album in his house and is not saying the nigga in his room. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of agree with Don Lemon. You can't say, no white boy, you can't say it, but then I can only say it because it's a term of endearment. No, why can't it be a term of endearment for him too? I mean,
look, let me tell you something. This N-word, this nigga thing, like, it's never, this word is never going to go away.
No, it's not.
So all of this debate on should you use it, shouldn't you use it, and going around interviewing people, I don't give a fuck about that at all. We are going to still use that word. That word is going to be around forever. I don't care how wrong you say it is. It's now a word that's used by everybody. So to me, like when I hear like this Eagle, this Philadelphia Eagle, he just got caught up because he was saying, yeah, if I'll go out there and I'll beat these niggas up, such. Now he feels so bad for saying a word that I know his ass used all the time. It might not even be in a racist form. And to me, it's just a word that is just so common now because, you know, just not even just hip hop. It's just the whole, you know, you don't know where white people are growing up today. You know, they could be growing up in the area where black people are and feel comfortable saying it, even though you shouldn't say it. Nobody should say it, but I'm just tired of discussing it. Should you say it? Shouldn't you say it? If you want to use the word, I say use it, but don't come down on a white person using it. I'm desensitized by the whole damn thing. Paula Deen was using it. Yes, she was using it in a racist way. So yes, they're going to take it away from her. They're going to take everything from her. And he was using it in a form of, he was just saying, he wasn't coming from a racial standpoint.
well, I mean, we don't really know because we don't even know who it was that he was referring to. But he said that he was talking about a group of people, but we don't know.
He was fighting security. He was upset with the security guards, and he was just saying, I don't know if they were black or
we don't know that, so we don't know. He could have been saying it in a racist form. We don't know if he was or if he wasn't. I just think that the point that Don Lemon was trying to make is, we gotta be a little bit more responsible.
Yeah, and if you use nigga, stop falling out when other people use it. I'm trying to, and I was getting a little upset at some point last year because I was trying to understand why are these Puerto Ricans on Love Hip Hop saying nigga. I don't know why I was getting mad though when, because maybe now I'm just like fuck it. But last year I was just like, they just saying it like it's nothing like this. But y'all don't want to be black. Y'all don't want nobody to call y'all black. But y'all want to go around calling each other niggas and everything. You know, I really don't want to have a debate about it. To me, it's just the word that's going to be around, just like bitch, fuck, dick, ass. It's never going to go nowhere. If you don't want to use that word, don't use it. If you're going to get upset about it, don't use it. You know, that's how I feel about it. But I agree with a lot what Don Lemon said, but now we got to stop talking and we got to be about the action. If you want to help these women out of wedlock, take your ass to those schools where they are, because you know it's not even, people don't really listen to their parents as much as they should. Sometimes it takes an outside person for you to be like, you know what, damn, my mom said the same fucking thing. She was right. And that happened to me a lot of times. It could go on one end out the other, then somebody else say, oh, now you see where I'm coming from. So maybe we should get more women out here talking to these girls. Stop fucking these dumb men out here. You already see that he's not raising his other 3 kids. Why you want to lay there and have another baby with him? True. And he's not going to raise that child.
True.
And you know he's not going to marry you. It's just, you know, it is a whole lot that we could be doing better about. But we got to stop talking.
Nowadays, young people are not even talking about marriage. They're talking about their baby dads and their baby moms. And it's first of all, nowadays it's a blessing when a girl comes across a guy who ain't got no kids. And vice versa. It's like, oh, thank you, Jesus, he ain't got no kids. Thank you, Jesus, he ain't got no kids. You know, that's what it's like nowadays. It's not even like, yo, what's, you know. You know what? It's just, I don't know who to blame.
And we gotta find ways to get to those schools where we can even, you know, help those boys that's dropping out of high school. People, like 50% of black males, it's probably less than that, graduate high school.
You know who I blame?
That is sad.
You know who I blame?
The parents?
No, Thomas Edison.
Why?
Because he's the one who came up with the telephone. Had he not come up with the telephone, then the telephone wouldn't have came up with the cell phone, and the cell phone wouldn't have came up with that device called texting, and then they switched it from texting to sexting, and you know, and social media and all that stuff.
But it's still no reason why your child should not be. I understand, but it's still no reason why your child should not be going to school. Like, your children should not be in games. You should teach your children, do not do games. Keep your children, watch your children. Pay attention to what they are doing. I already knew not to do no stupid shit. My mom would have fucked me up. I already know what a good ass would feel like in my shenanigan voice. So you think I'm gonna get out there and play with drugs? First of all, you start fucking with them drugs, you don't have home. Where the fuck I'm gonna go? These motherfuckers don't care about you. All they doing is making that money off of you because you out there risking your life out there selling them drugs. It's not a way to live. It's not just not the way to go out. I'm just glad that my mom talked to me about a lot of stuff. And you can go to high school, you can do all the things you're supposed to do without a father being there. I understand some people have a hard time with that, not coping with a father, but you can do it. You choose to do those dumb things by not going to school. Look, in school, you're not doing nothing but hurting yourself. Those teachers get paid whether they pay you or not, whether they passion to teach you there is or not. But you're hurting yourself in the long haul. To those people that were protesting at McDonald's, let me tell you something. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, nobody is forcing you to work at fast food. If you feel that you should be getting paid more money, what you should do is go to school. It's never too late to go to school. I don't care how old you are. There's a community college out there for you. There's a trade school out there for you. You do not have to sit there and work at McDonald's tapping a touch screen, or flipping a burger, or playing with fries and taking drive-through orders. If you want to get paid more, you got to work harder to get what you want. So we really got to, you know, I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking, and I need to be out there doing some action.
Well, we know that's not going to happen.
You never know.
As long as that laptop is sitting right there and that TV's in front of you and you got a sandwich on your lap.
You just never know. I might just have to, I don't know. I just don't want to be responsible for it. That's my only thing.
That's probably how other people look at it too. They just don't want to be responsible for somebody else's child.
But you never know. Something might just burn up and make me do it.
But look at Oprah. Look at Oprah.
You're right.
When you think about it, just imagine how many people out there say, I don't want to be responsible for these young African girls' future. And what if they don't amount to anything? And Oprah said, well, guess what? If you don't want to be responsible, I will be. And she went down there and built a whole school for them girls. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Oprah said, if you won't be responsible, I will. So you never know. You might just be the next Oprah. It's too much for you. Huh?
Yeah, for now, right now.
I can tell you.
'Cause I'm not even-
You're shaking like a.
Because I'm not even together. How am I going to get somebody else together?
True, because you can't get nobody together until you get yourself together. Help me, Jesus.
Woo!
All right. Let's start shouting here.
What do you say? If you can't love yourself, how the hell you going to love somebody else?
Hey.
Yes, we probably better say it. So we're going to go because we're just rambling.
Oh, I was going to say, because I know my Lord and Savior and say that.
Yeah.
He said something to me about that.
But we're going to go. Y'all have a good weekend. And we'll be back with a new video for you guys next week. Peace.
Where's my track, please?
Ah.